Hello and welcome to The Do It Show with your host, me, and also this guy.
I'm this guy. Hi.
Yeah, that's that guy. I'm this guy, and he's that guy.
Wait, hold on. Who am I supposed to be again?
Oh, actually, hold on. I am that guy, and you are this guy.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi, I'm that guy. Welcome to the This Guy Show with that guy.
I've never heard of this guy.
I know. Alright, we need to stop doing this joke because it's getting really confusing.
I know, I was getting confused. I was like, which one
It was always really confusing already. But yeah, it is an unspecified day in January. Hair status, unnecessarily long. Everything else status, unnecessarily January.
Unnecessarily, it is.
Today is the day that is known as...
Out of all of the years of life.
Yes. Today is the day that is known as Friday the 22nd. It's very exciting.
Gosh. Doesn't it, man?
You know what I just realized that means? It means that there's like actually only 1 week left of January.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
That actually is kind of weird to think about.
Yeah. So hopefully this will be the last video that everyone has to look at where my hair is just a giant poof ball on my head. It's a bit out of control, but that is the way that it is going to be for approximately the duration of this video.
That is the way that the cookie crumbles.
That's right, son. The cookie crumbles in that particular fashion. So, as normal, I was looking up things to talk about in things that I like, things that stick out to me, blah blah blee blue. You know the thing. You know the person. It's Sam. He's been here 100 times. And he will be here 100 more.
Times. This is the
this is the 101st time. Even though I haven't had 100 videos on my channel yet. I think this is the 89th video on this channel.
Wow.
And this will, yeah. And we're getting close to 1,000 views, getting close to 100 videos. It'd be cool if I could reach 1,000 views on my 100th video.
That would be cool. So it would be a double special.
Or I'll just not make a video. Like, once I have 99 videos, I could just not make another video, and then until I had 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And just be like, alright, you did it! Because that's everyone's favorite thing on YouTube, right? Is when you just, like, when creators put things underneath a like wall.
Yeah.
Or like a view wall. Like, if this video gets 25,000 likes, I'll release another video.
Like, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Once we hit 4,000 bajillion subscribers,
Scrubscribers.
we'll do it.
Once we get 40,000 scrubscribers.
Scrubscribers.
Yes. Oh, fun times. So let's actually get to my list of things that I have to say. So, first up, I saw this. I didn't know this until right now, actually. But apparently, Atari revealed that they are going to have a Steam game that has 100 Atari games with online and local multiplayer, an upgraded user interface, and Steam controller support.
Wow.
That's actually pretty crazy, because I want all my friends already. There's a high possibility that it could just be like a bad port, but you know what? Already I just want all my friends to have it, so we can just play that all the time.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, all the time, so we can just play Atari forever.
Yeah, pretty much. Just forever.
Oh! I love Atari games. There's something, like, simple and nice about them. There's something simple. I don't know what it is, though. Maybe it's that it's a stick with a button.
Yeah.
But that sounds cool, and I hope it's good. And that will be playable for the first time at PAX South, which is sometime-ish, the end of January, which is pretty much now. So, I don't know when. And then the game itself will be available in spring.
Cool.
Yeah. So the other thing I took a note about here is that No, I really need to just like really, really look into it. But I just read a thing just now that said that Avatar 2 was not even going to be out in 2017.
Wow. Just wow.
And I really need to look into that. I really need to look in like why it takes them 100 years and like what's the problem then, because apparently they have plans for like 3 more.
So, okay.
When did the original Avatar even come out?
I don't know, but what I do know is that it was kind of dumb.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. That's
Yeah.
like basically everything Sam ever says. It was dumb.
It kind of was. I mean, if you think about it, the dude didn't really accomplish his mission because he was really just supposed to get them out of there, but he didn't. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we can go into a debate on this kind of thing, but
Debate. Yeah, that movie came out in 2009.
oh,
So already it's
that's
been
wow.
many years. The end of 2009, like in December. So,
Huh. I feel old.
I feel old too.
'Cause I remember when that came out.
I know, I remember seeing it. I think, well, I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it I think I saw it on Blu-ray actually the first time.
Yeah,
Which
like,
is
we
nice.
actually have the DVD.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe I'll do a review on it eventually.
No. Take you
No.
1,000 years because
Yeah, pretty much.
because it would be as I remember that movie is long.
30-hour long movie.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Who?
I
But
remember watching it too. I was like really bored like the entire time.
yeah. Well, it's one of those things where it just felt really, really artsy. You know.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it's like, look at the visuals, listen to the
For me-
music.
For me, it's like hard to actually get bored during a movie because
Yeah.
normally, like I would make fun of it a lot. Like remember when we saw that one Alvin and the Chipmunks movie?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't bored the entire time because we were making fun of it and it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
I
But,
feel
like-
the same way. Like you just kind of make
Yeah.
fun, especially when you see it. When like I can see like when you're watching it on like DVD. Sometimes I can be really like uninterested, but
Yeah.
like
But I mean, like, you know, when you're actually seeing it, like, as a movie or, like,
yeah,
really in general, and then you become super bored of it because you're like, this just isn't really cool or anything. It
yeah,
kind of takes skill in a way.
yeah,
Because, I mean, like, to have the level of just, I guess, not caring.
yeah. The level of not caring.
Or, like, not really doing your job well, like, I don't know. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, like, for me, it's really just a matter of, oh my gosh. So okay, so I was switching my, screen, or make my, screensaver thing or whatever,
Yes.
and, I was, like, hovering over the information in one of the pictures, and it was just a picture of a car, and, it was, like, rating, unrated. I'm like, you can rate, like, you can rate these? Like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
At first I was
Just
like,
rate.
rated R.
your
Rated R, cars,
Yeah.
cars are legal.
Rated R for cars.
rated C.
For
Rated C
cars.
for cars. Yay. Anyway.
Yay.
So, what was I just saying? Oh, that's right. Before I went off on a tangent, like I normally do, as per every time ever,
Yes.
basically it was like, I don't know. I mean, I guess just the level that, you know, it's like at that kind of weird, so bad it's good thing, but then there's like the times where it's not really good and not really bad. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really lean toward a way, so then you're just kind of like, I don't know what I think of this movie, and you just become very bored in turn of it.
Yeah.
Like, when you see a good movie, you're like, oh, this is awesome, and then you're like, you're getting so wrapped up in it, but then when it's a bad movie, you're like laughing and
I
making
know.
fun of it. So in both ways, it still has you. You know, the movie still has you.
Yeah. It's like
But when
every
it's
time
like-
that I watch
yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon, I still get wrapped up in it every time.
Oh yeah,
That's how you know that I like that movie.
yeah, pretty much. Oh man. But
You know the other DreamWorks animated movie, the one about all the holidays and stuff, like Jack Frost and
I
Santa
think I know
Claus
what
and
you're
all that.
talking about. Yeah.
I want to see that one because I kind of, well, a couple of reasons. One, it looks like an interesting story, and two, it's by DreamWorks, so I can dream that it works.
That's good work.
I can dream that it works out as well as How to Train Your Dragon did. So, yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's pretty much, that was like a crazy movie tangent.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it
What
was.
were you talking about before? We were talking about Avatar.
Yeah. And
You know
how
that.
apparently I need to, probably like, maybe next week, I'll make you a false promise here and I'll say that next week I will actually have researched Avatar 2 and, and Avatar and its vast history of problems and be able to say more on that. But next thing on the list is Five Nights at Freddy's World came out today, and
Yes.
I kind
Yes,
of
saw
I
that.
kind of actually want it so that I can judge it myself.
Yeah, like
I want it just so I can judge it and like judge it fairly because it kind of has that unfair judgment vibe to it.
yeah, like earlier whenever I kind of announced it because
Yeah, I didn't know.
yeah, like I was on Facebook and I was just
That was
kind of, like,
first
looking
thing in the
around and I
morning
saw
for
it.
me. I turned on my phone and I got a text.
And like so I oh gosh, I like sorry, stuff's happening on my
Yeah,
screen is being annoying.
that happens.
I'm trying to change my background to be this car that I took a picture of and it looks awesome. Anyway,
We'll talk
so,
about that more in a minute.
Yes, we'll have more about that. Gosh, I can't get two both separate pictures. Okay.
Your
anyway.
pictures are getting in the way.
My pictures are getting in the way. So anyway,
You're holding up progress.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. So what happened was that I was like, just on Facebook, and I just saw like it said like 2 hours ago, Five Nights at Freddy's World was released. I'm like, oh, okay, and then. And so I sent it in our group chat, it was me and a couple friends, as in Ryan and this other guy, that no one knows yet.
Yeah,
because
another guy.
He's not cool enough to be in our videos yet.
Oh, snap.
As in he can't show up yet. But anyway, so, and he's just like, he actually made that, and I'm like, of course he did. He announced it like months ago.
I know,
So
it's
that's
like...
hilarious, because he's just like, he actually did that? He's like, yeah, of course he did.
Yeah, we knew about it before Halloween.
Yeah, like he announced that like before Halloween.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Oh, did you hear about that actually? I saw that when I looked into the game. Scott actually said that like I've always been accused of it before, of making games that aren't finished or putting them out too early. But this is the first time that I agree with that. So I'm going to keep adding stuff to the game and keep trying to make it better. And it's like, good on you. Good on him.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing that.
Taking the initiative.
Yeah.
That's like the best thing you can do when you make Steam games. It's just like, if you have a game on Steam, just do your best to actually improve it and add what people want, as long as it's not stupid. Like people hating on Minecraft story mode, for example. Oddly enough, still no confirmed 5th episode time date.
I don't think that who are you? Oh, I'm talking to Ryan.
Really?
Well,
You are? Sam, are you talking to me?
I wasn't talking to you when I said that.
I know you weren't. I just had to turn that into some sort of content.
So anyway,
I had to make it into a joke. What kind of joke, you ask?
I just made a joke too.
A funny joke.
Funny joke. Okay, anyway, so like, crap. What was I just saying? Oh yeah. So I thought he said that he wasn't making another one after the 4th one.
Yeah.
Like I thought he said that. I don't know.
Well, he said that he wasn't making another Five Nights at Freddy's game in the storyline, which this is not. It's just completely its own, and the trailer for it is really funny in that way because it shows that, like, they've haunted you, they've scared you, they've done all this, and now they're cute. Five Nights at Freddy's
they're
World.
an RPG.
And I love that. That's pretty nifty.
To be honest, that's probably going to be the one FNAF game I'm actually going to play.
It's going to be the one. Yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah. Whoever gets it first will will have it played from them.
Yeah, pretty much. But that probably won't be me because, you know, the money I'm getting is going into something that people on my channel will eventually know about.
Eventually.
As in, I need to still make that vlog, but it's probably going to be done today.
Yes.
When I do it. But,
good job.
Because basically, I'm just, you know, I got a camera and stuff, which is good.
Cool.
But...
I'm trying to figure out how I can get this...
It's not interesting enough to talk about it.
That's, not interesting enough.
This is my channel, therefore we are not going to talk about it, because that's my channel. Anyway, so...
yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is I've been playing a little bit of a game called Portal 2 lately.
Yes.
And I like it a lot. Have you ever played Portal, Sam?
I have, actually. I'm the kind of person that enjoys
puzzles.
Like puzzle games. I like puzzles a lot. And I guess so I played that on my Xbox. Like there was this thing called the Orange Box, which
Yeah,
it had like a bunch of games on it. And because this was before I had an actual laptop or anything.
Yes.
So, you know, that was like the first time I've ever played Team Fortress 2, and no one was on it. It was kind of funny, because you see people on the PC one all the time, and I thought it was really funny. But,
yeah, that is funny, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's such a big difference. But, I mean, I played with AI on it, and it was, I guess, fun enough, but it was like,
yeah.
I guess, like, you know, as I am now, I really don't like FPSs or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, not saying that they're bad games or anything, but it's just that they don't appeal to me anymore. Like, because I used to play them a lot, so it's like, you know, you get burned out on it. But for some reason, I haven't gotten burned out in, like, any other game I've ever played before.
Yeah.
But, you know, so...
Well, yes, you have.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, some of the games that I play a lot of now, like, I have 60 hours plus logged in on them.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, Fallout 4, I have, like... I'm, like, on my 5th day on that. Like, worth of hours. So, you know. But, I mean, then again, that's, like, the only game I actually play on my Xbox One, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. But, because it's just, like, my favorite...
Well, it's one of those things where it's, like, you only really do need, like, one game at a time that you play greatly.
Yeah,
you know?
Like, I mean, I have a couple games on there.
Yeah.
I kind of switch between them.
But, like, all you really need is, like, one game that you play a lot. Because that way, you can appreciate it more. And then when you're done with it, then you're like, well, what do I do now?
then you play that other game that you have, and then eventually I'll switch back to the other one.
Exactly.
A never-ending loop.
The never-ending loop of games. But what I like about Portal 2 is that it's very much like, okay, so the first Portal is just a really cool idea, and it was just a puzzle game that used that really cool idea, you know?
Yeah.
And it just, you know, they kind of recognized it in that one, like, okay, look, this is a cool puzzle game, it's got a cool idea, and it has a pretty unique world. Well, Portal 2 takes that and expands upon it so much.
Yeah, like you learn more about it.
It works it into an experience. Like the puzzles are just like, they just become like, they're just part of the game. It doesn't feel like a puzzle game to me. It just feels like an experience that I'm living.
Yeah, like
it gets me.
For me, like I actually never actually played Portal 1.
Yeah, I never did either.
Because I've actually, you know, seen gameplay of it, so I know what it's about.
Oh, I've seen gameplay of all of Portal 2, yet I still love it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, at that point, it was like probably like 2 years ago, at least, that I saw it, so.
Yeah, because when I actually played Portal 2, it was fairly new.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it's like naturally you'd probably want to get the most recent game rather than, The first one. Like,
yeah.
You know, with Call of Duty, if you're just getting into Call of Duty, you wouldn't go and buy Call of Duty like 1.
I would.
Or Call of Duty World at War.
I would, but
Call
I'm
of
just
Duty
weird.
World at War is the best one, to be honest.
I was gonna say, yes you would, because that's the only good one.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's my favorite one that I've played.
13-year-old, then you would get the new ones.
Yes.
But
I don't even...
what I like to call the new era of Call of Duty. I love the old era.
I haven't ever played a Call of Duty game that actually felt like... that I liked the feel of.
Really?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yes. But...
well, where I'm going with this is that I've never played really a first-person shooter that I extremely liked the feel of, where there was like moving just feels natural. But it feels like that in the new Star Wars Battlefront. It really does to me.
Yes.
Like, it just feels good. And all other first-person shooters I've ever played don't feel that same level of good to me. I don't know what it is. It's not even like on a sensitivity level. Because it's not like the sensitivity is just higher or lower. It you actually just look around differently. It just feels good. Like, this is a point I came up with because I'm lame and I come up with points to argue when I'm just thinking by myself. When I'm alone, I just come up with points to argue later on. So, how I figured it out is, if you have a mouse, then you will go, if you have a mouse and it's, point at this spot, then you can just point at that spot instantly. You know what I mean? If you have a controller, your little analog stick, and it says, look at this spot, you kind of look up, then you kind of look left and right, and then you have to just get it just right on that spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to aim it perfectly, but with a mouse you can just point to it, and I think that's why I'm more PC oriented. Yeah. But I'm more direct. I'm less patient.
For me, when I play games, for the most part, FPSs or anything.
Yeah.
I have it at the maximum sensitivity.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's just how I play it.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the only way to, I can't even, on the ones that have, sensitivity problems, I can't even deal. I'm just nope.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I guess while we're talking about games.
Yeah. Give me a grenade launcher and I'll just kill you in World at War, but.
Yeah. Or
you remember that. You know that. Oh. No, I will not kill you with the dinky grenade because they are dinky.
No, but you will laugh.
I will laugh.
It will kill you with laughter.
That's true.
Also, I just wanted to, take this, since we're talking about, games with, I guess just the way we're talking about them, I would like to also point out Minecraft Story Mode, with the graphic thing.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Speak on that again.
So basically, if you cannot run the highest level of graphics in Minecraft Story Mode, which, by the way, is really good graphics.
It's silly. It's silly to say the highest level of graphics because there are two levels of graphics.
Well, yes, no, that's why I'm saying it.
I know.
The highest level.
That's the worst.
What happens is if you can't run the highest level of graphics that it has, then you run the very, very, very lowest graphics, which is abysmal, and you can't even tell what you're looking at, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's absolutely awful. It's either you have better graphics, except you have a lot of lag, or you have no lag whatsoever, and you have graphics to where you can't even tell what you're looking at.
Yeah, which is interesting.
What block is this?
It's interesting that we're talking about Minecraft Story Mode because, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, there still hasn't been anything said about Episode 5 yet, and it's been over a month.
Oh, yeah.
So this has now been, or is about to be, the longest wait in between things, which I'm taking as a good thing, because maybe the fifth one is going to be the longest, ironically, the longest part of the entire game.
Because perfection is key.
Yes, perfection at the very last second.
And it's literally an entire game by itself, essentially, this fifth one. Because, you know how they...
Yeah, I hope so.
Have it as an actual ending for the fourth episode.
Yeah.
So if they're going to go into the fifth episode, it's basically going to be another storyline.
I hope well, it's one of those things where it's it really makes you wonder, why they're doing it. Almost seems like either they are going to go out with a bang and have it be like a whole different story, which
Yeah.
like an epilogue story, which could be really good if they did it right, and or if they already have plans to do a second one and they're just going to use that to be like, okay, second one coming soon, and everyone's going to be like, ah. But I don't really. I think one of the reasons I like it is because they're not an extreme Telltale fanboy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of people were just like, oh, why do we have this game? It's not as violent and extreme, which nobody dies. They were wrong.
Spoiler, what?
Oh, anyone who's listening to this does not care.
Yeah, pretty much. Because 9 chances out of 10 they've actually seen gameplay of it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I feel about games, though. Like, there's certain games that I just decide that I'm going to watch people play and not play myself.
Yeah, like, same thing with, for me it's like Minecraft Story Mode, and it's like basically pretty much any game ever made. Because I played like 10 games.
Because it's like most games an average PC can't run anyway.
Yeah, like the kind that I have.
That's why I want that's why I wish that I had a really, really good one. So that I could just like...
I'm thinking about eventually getting a really nice one.
Yeah.
Like eventually, like... Because the one I have now, like, totally suits my needs, like 1,000%. So it's like... Because I really, because the games that I watch, like... I guess I don't really feel like playing. Yeah. And it's funny because, pretty much any game I watch YouTubers play, I either A, haven't played, or B, do not want to play. Yeah. And then the ones that I actually play, like Fallout 4, I do not watch any gameplay of Fallout 4. Other than,
because it's like... You can experience it yourself. You don't need to experience it through other people. Yeah, like, the only time I've ever really... Like, what I normally look up for Fallout 4 is just, like, locations of, like, magazines so I can, like, level up skills or whatever. And, like Fallout 4's top 10 creepiest places or whatever. Because I just, like, really like seeing stuff like that. Yeah. And, like, learning about locations. Because there's a lot of backstory behind, like, pretty much... There's a lot of locations. Yeah. And lots of Easter eggs, too. There are, like, Fallout 4 Easter egg videos. They can be really funny to watch, because they're like, wow, I didn't know they would reference that here. Yeah. But it's pretty funny. Yeah. So I guess if you're a Fallout fan, you should check that out. I just realized something. Yeah? This video is almost 30 minutes long already. Wow. And I feel like we've only been talking for, like, 10. Yeah, I know. I guess time flies when you're having fun. Like they say. Yeah, I guess so. But my next transitional thing that I wanted to say was an example of you don't need to. When I said like you don't need to play, you don't need to watch YouTube videos of a game that you play because you don't need to live it through them. That reminded me of a certain thing that I've been thinking of, which is that I am going to experience something vicariously through something else that a certain person is making. What? I was hoping that you would pick up on that. Let's talk about the auto show. Oh, yeah, that thing. So... I was hoping we would have, like, this great moment, and you'd be like, oh! You're, like, because the sentence was slightly convoluted in a way, and I was just like, what? Oh! So, yes, the auto show. It was more convoluted than I hoped. To be more specific, it is the North American International Auto Show. Yes. I believe I said that all correctly. Yes. And, basically what happened was I walked in, and I have said about 3 words the entire time I was in there. Wow, cool, and awesome. Those were about the only 3 words I basically ever said there. Oh yeah, and look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, awesome. And for the first time, I actually got to use an Oculus Rift. Wow. And what happened was that there was like this, in one of the areas, they had like this, Oculus Rift with like headphones you could put on. Wow. And,
you got to like
That's amazing.
basically be in a simulation and drive this really awesome car.
I'm gonna go cry in my corner now. Goodbye.
Okay, well, bye. I'll tell the audience what the rest of it while you're gone.
All right, goodbye.
Anyway,
I'm leaving.
Okay, bye. Hello, welcome to the Sam Show, where we talk about auto show. Anyway, so what happened was that like, you know, there was that one, and then there was this other simulation that I played, and it was awesome, where it was basically Forza Motorsport 4, except you got to literally drive a vehicle. Like, it was, it had, like, this screen set up in front of the vehicle, and, you had to, like, you know, obviously, like, press the gas pedal and steer the steering wheel and hit the brake and stuff, and, you would drive along this virtual track, and it was so cool. And, it was honestly one of the coolest things that I've done, you know, in the world of cars. And, I took, like, 250 pictures and videos, like, the entire time. And, because I had, like, 3 hours to be there, or a little bit less than 3 hours, to, like, kind of walk around and check stuff out. But Ford was amazing. They had some really cool rides. Chevrolet, basically all the American cars I really, like, loved looking at and stuff, because there's a bunch of them. Speaking of that, tomorrow there's probably going to be a video about the auto show on my channel, so, yeah. It'll have, like, all the pictures I took and videos. Hoping to have that done after this, but, you know. So, hey, Ryan, are you back? Are you still gone? Are you still gone? Am I alone? Okay, well, welcome to the Sam Show. Hi, everyone. I'm Sam. This is now on Sam's channel because I'm the only one here. This is the powerhouse. That's where it's going. So, hi, everyone. Let's talk about my channel because Ryan does not seem to be here and exist anymore because object permanence. I think that's what it's called. So, because if you can't see it, it's not really there. Right, Ryan? Right. So, anyway, who's Ryan? I forgot who he is. Ryan, are you coming back? Because I really cannot monologue anymore. Because it's kind of difficult. I mean, especially when you're monologuing, because monologuing is not an easy thing to do. Speaking of that, we should all take acting lessons, because that would be good to improve our acting skill. And then we can monologue even better and go off of tangents by yourself. Speaking of tangents, I remember this one time I went on a tangent and it didn't make any sense because it was like the weirdest tangent ever, and it like didn't like it was like this. It was something that loosely connected to the actual main topic, and then my friends were like looking at me weird because they're like, "Sam, that doesn't make sense." And then I explained why it made sense, and then they're like, "Yes, it does make sense, but you're still weird, Sam." And I'm like, "Yes, I am." So then they're like, "Yeah, Sam, you're weird," and I'm like, "Okay, I don't care because that's how I do things."
All right, this has gone on long enough now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good job. You passed with flying colors.
Did I pass?
That was an experiment. It was called
Let Sam model.
It was called Let Sam Go, and trick Sam into thinking that maybe I actually was gone all along.
I'm like, Ryan, please. I'm like, Ryan.
A better trick would have been if I would have just like ended the episode and then just like laughed and made you think that we were still going.
Oh wow.
And then you just like talked and it's like, oh yeah, Sam's been gone for like 10 minutes. But no, that was a good experiment. And basically what I wanted to say back was, it sounds very cool and I will watch that video. And also American cars are good and I like them.
Yes. American cars are awesome.
Not to discriminate against other cars, but...
Oh gosh, Toyota's cars. Okay, I want to talk about Toyotas this year.
Okay, go ahead.
They have this three-wheel vehicle, which is like a smart car, but smaller.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
it's possible. Apparently. But literally, all you have room to put in that vehicle are your legs. It's literally, it's essentially a chair with 3 wheels and a steering wheel. That's all it is. And it doesn't look comfortable at all. It's about
You might as well just ride a bike.
It's literally a bike. It's like
You
a
might as well just ride a...
$30,000 bike. Like, why would you ever want to buy that?
If you're rich and don't care about your life, because you will get hit by a car and die.
Yeah, like, okay, basically, take, like, one of the smallest cars you've ever seen, and then, like, pretend it bumps something, and, like, pretend it, like, utterly destroys it. That's essentially what would happen if you get, like, hit. You could, like, hit, like, a speed bump, and you would probably, like, crash.
You just explode.
It had, like, 2 wheels in the front and 1 in the back, so it's like, who thought this was a good idea? Then there was this, okay, so this car was one of the weirdest ones I've ever seen in my life. So, it has room for 3 passengers.
Okay, odd number.
What?
Odd number, literally.
Yes, it's an odd number.
Literally, it's an odd number.
It's odd how they set it up. So, the driver is in the middle of the vehicle. I'll repeat that again. The driver is in the middle of the vehicle.
All right, Sam, I'm leaving again. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So the car... Okay, so the car was like... It's like a normal, like width. But like the driver's seat is in the middle of the vehicle. And then about... Okay, so the passenger seats start about halfway between the back cushion of the driver's seat and like the front part of the cushion, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It starts like there and then it goes back. So it's like it's about halfway. Like, I can't do this without a picture. But basically, it's like half. Okay, so it's like about half the chair length backwards, and so it's like really awkwardly placed, so that you literally can't put your legs anywhere. It's really awkward. And,
does this car vehicle come with... Do you buy this car from the scissorman who cuts your legs off?
Probably. To be honest, probably.
The scissorman.
They make it really awkward to place your legs anywhere. And
for
one, you're driving in the middle, I don't even think I have to explain that. The only good thing about that vehicle is that you can get out on either side.
Yeah.
That is the only good thing about it.
It should just have an ejector seat for the middle.
Pretty much.
Just eject the middle out.
Oh, and I think I had a moonroof too.
I
don't remember. Then there was this like weird motorcycle thing with it was a motorcycle with like 3 wheels. And it was like...
I think, like, people are trying too hard to make, like, future cars.
They really are. They're trying way... No, it was 4 wheels, but 3 of them are in the front. There's one big one in the back.
That's dumb.
And it's already dumb, yes, I know. The only cool thing is that you lean to steer. Except that can end horribly. Like, if you're stretching... You can't stretch because, okay, for one...
Yeah, that sounds...
It doesn't make sense how you sit in that vehicle.
No.
Because you don't sit in the vehicle. You crouch in the vehicle. It's so weird. I can't explain it. It's so weird because there's like this bar thing like going in the middle of the vehicle. Except the way that it's positioned is that it just doesn't make sense how you can possibly sit in it.
That's so weird.
Like, literally, me and my friends, like, in my class or whatever, because we went as a school field trip.
Oh, that's cool.
And, like, we were all, like, trying to figure out how you would actually sit in it. Because
now I'm even more jealous. I was jealous before.
I mean, it was for computer-aided design, so...
I know, but that's so cool. That makes me even more jealous.
Oh.
Even more jelly.
Jelly times
It makes me jealous in the first place that you went, but it also makes me even more jealous that you also got to do that for school.
Except, I mean, I got marked absent in every single one of my classes, even the CAD class that I was actually in.
Worth it.
You know what? It was, okay, so we're going through my CAD class, or computer-aided design class. And
yes.
It was funny because, like, everyone on the bus immediately got that notification of being absent because we were on our way back. It was just like, you've been marked absent in this class. And everyone just, like, Miss Sweet, guess what?
We're absent.
We're all absent.
Yeah, that's why I have. That's why I just had a policy of don't be absent, because then,
Yeah.
then when something like that happens, when you go on a field trip, you can just not care.
Yeah, it's like for me. I mean, like I'm gonna fix that because
Yeah,
that's not right, and my teacher's probably gonna fix it anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Oh hey, guess what? The game theorists are live streaming, and guess what they're live streaming about? That thing we talked about earlier involving Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, we are now 40 minutes in, so
Oh wow.
conclude your thought.
Oh yeah. So basically, it was funny because it was like this was the class that we were going for,
Yeah.
and yet I'm still marked absent.
All right.
Like, does the substitute teacher not realize why there's only 2 people in the class? There was 2 people that stayed behind in our class.
Why did you want to stay behind?
I don't know. I don't know if they wanted to stay behind or what, but like, it was dumb.
I mean, I suppose it could have been like, no, you cannot. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, Mom and Dad, can I go to the other show? No, you're not going to Detroit, son. No!
No.
I want to! I want to get stabbed!
Anyway, we'll
I've been to Detroit many times, and I have, in fact, not been stabbed any of them. So,
I went to this like theater thing one time.
yeah,
I think it was in Detroit.
I think so. I think I know what you're
It
talking
was
about.
cool. It was nice. It
Yeah,
was like a really old theater.
Yep.
But
yep, Detroit is
I forgot what I
cool.
even saw. Oh no, I saw Wicked.
Oh, yeah,
Wicked was amazing.
I did not.
If you guys don't know what Wicked is, look it up.
Look it up. You probably know what Wicked is.
You probably will know.
You probably will know.
If it doesn't sound familiar, and you look it up, and you'll probably find it be familiar. Because but Wicked was amazing, by the way.
Yes.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
It was great. You have to see it sometime, but
Yes.
I don't know. Probably there's like a DVD thing out there for it. But
Probably.
it was amazing. It was like essentially a giant like one take thing, and like the backgrounds are constantly moving to accommodate different places.
Yeah.
It's just cool.
So I'm going to do a thing for me to end this. I want to say that I was
We're
today
at the end already?
working. Yeah, we're at the end.
Wow.
We are 42 minutes in. We are ending. We are done.
We're done.
But there's just one thing that I wanted to say before we go, and I've now also sent it to Sam, which is I worked on a new intro today, and that will not be in this video because obviously it's just the first version of that intro, and I'm gonna rework it and fix it and
Slowly raise his hand in the background.
yeah. Well, that's how it is. So basically, I took this song. It's called Megalovania by Toby Fox. He's the guy that did Undertale, among other things. It's a song that he's put in other things that he's done as well. It like works his way into all of the things that he does, and it's just a really cool song, and I really like it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and put an intro to this. So I'm now going to do the very professional thing of taking my phone, putting the video on my phone, and then holding it up to my phone that's recording. So here we go. Let me fix it. Very professional.
Oh, never mind.
I normally keep to a very professional, a strictly professional way of doing things, but in this, who cares? That is our special thing today. Ooh, you can see, you can see forever. That's really weird because I can see I'm holding my phone up to my phone that's recording, and I can see my phone that's recording, and the reflection of, and it recording me showing my phone, but I can see the reflection of my phone showing me holding my phone. And then I can see it in there, and I can see it in there, and there, and there, and there, and it keeps going. But, alright, focus phone. I don't want this to be out of focus. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, you can like not. Hold on. There we go. It's not the best way to show you, but I'm showing you it anyway, viewer.
Hi, I'm a viewer.
And that was it.
I didn't actually see it.
I know you
yet,
didn't
so
see it.
I'm gonna say it's cool.
It
It's
is
really
cool.
good. You
What
did
I
a
can
good
tell
job.
you, Sam, is that you haven't seen it, is that you know how it had it kind of had like the duh every 2 seconds or so?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm gonna see it in like 2 seconds after
Yeah.
this. So
but just like it repeats, you know, like you can hear that.
yeah. I can
And
hear that, yeah.
basically, every time that it repeats, a different letter of Spinous Special appears. And every time that happens, something different happens. Like, it's a cue for everything else. It's
Yeah,
cool.
but he did a good job. He did good.
Yay!
he did a good job.
This is future
definitely saw
Sam
it.
saying that. Yay! Sam from the
Yay.
future. Yay!
I
But,
definitely saw it, and I'm not lying because I'm about to literally see it in 2 seconds after this.
Yes.
After this
So,
video, so yeah.
That's the thing that's going to be refined and worked into future episodes, hopefully,
Yes.
as long as Toby does not sue me, which he should not. So, I just really like that song, and I thought maybe I could work it into something. So, yep, that's pretty much everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And coming soon, more things. I don't know. I don't think you saw it, Sam. Did you see my? Just before we go, I put out a video called the Vertical Song. And
Sorry, what was that?
I put out a video called the Vertical Song or the Vertical Video. And
I never saw that yet.
it's very goofy, but I will leave it at that. And yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Bye bye.
I'm not Markiplier. Bye.
Bye bye.